Hi dear students, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today's topic is very important and it covers all subjects of competitive examination. Today's topic is important topic of essay, international relation, political science, history, public administration, current and national affairs, management. Today's topic is define the liberty or the term liberty in present structure of the state. In books, it is written in previous aspects. Many philosophers or many political analysts have given definition of past before the Second World War, but not after the end of Cold War or establishment of United Nations. Define the liberty in present structure of state, its kinds, essential conditions and safeguards of liberty. In political science and study of state system, liberty means the power to do as one desires and absence of all restraints from the organ of state, societal structure, or from one individual to another in any form. The root of word liberty is the Latin word liber, meaning free. Man is social animal naturally to regulate and keep in balanced order in the society, has to submit and follow certain rules and conditions for its own benefit. There is a universal maxim or dictum which asserts that law is the essential condition of liberty. If a man or an individual does not submit to these conditions, the society becomes like a forest or jungle where no one cares for others. In such condition, everybody is free to trample the rights and liberties of others, thus creating anarchy or chaos. Man has made journey from the life of forest to present civilized world through centuries only by submitting to accepted rules. Limitation of desires are the price and consequences of living in an organized society. Man is free to grow or develop one's natural abilities and attain economic progress provided follows the laws of land. Harold J. Lasky, in his book Grammar of Politics, defines it as the absence of restraints on those social conditions that are indispensable for the betterment and welfare of individuals in modern age. Liberty also implies the preservation of conditions and environments under which people get opportunities to develop their capabilities. In the present democratic era, no state dares to snatch the liberty of people, rather take steps to further promote and protect it. These liberties of all individuals are because of enormous sacrifices by the generations and people of world are still fighting to protect it our liberty. Now, kinds of liberty. Number one, natural liberty. Natural liberty is that kind of liberty in which every individual or man is free to profess and follow the laws of nature. People are free to profess any religion in their life or ideology. The state has no right or power to curb this kind of liberty. The state is the outcome of natural process and laws. Number two, national liberty. National liberty relates to the independence of state from external control because states are sovereign. The state enjoys absolute sovereignty to formulate national laws, to regulate or conduct foreign relations with other countries of the world. The international community has no right, or other countries has no right to impose its will or their will. Number three, civil liberty. Civil liberty consists of those rights which a man enjoys as a member of a state. It consists of those rights and privileges provided by the state to its citizens to act within the limits set down by the law. It consists of such rights as freedom of the person, equality before law, security of property, freedom of speech and expression, and freedom of religion. Equality before the law means that a state will not make discrimination among the people on the basis of race, religion, language, caste, creed, or color, and rich or the poor. This right is the foundation of modern democracy. The right to freedom of thought and expression is essential for the development of society and individuals. Socrates, a philosopher of Greece, preferred death to restrictions on his freedom of thoughts and expression. State enforces a legal system for the protection of these rights through police and judicial system. The USA, European countries enjoy the fruits of economic prosperity, political liberty, and superiority over the world because of their political system, which ensured these liberties. Individuals develop their natural capabilities in a favorable environment and contributed to economic progress of their state. Number 4, political liberty. Political liberty means the participation of all citizens or people in the political affair of a state. In democratic states or in modern democratic states, government is elected by the people and accountable to them. People indirectly participate in political decision making through their elected representatives in the parliament. Popular participation is made possible through the recognition of political rights such rights are as the right to vote, right to contest election, right to criticize or censure government policies, and right to hold public office. These rights are enshrined by the Constitution. Constitution of the state is the potent safeguard of political liberty. It is also regarded as the constitutional liberty. Number 5, economic liberty. Economic liberty consists in certain economic privileges and rights of individual regarding earning of livelihood and right to work or adopt any profession of his choice. Constitution of state accords rights to the people for socio-economic opportunities such as promotion of intellectual capabilities, moral, social, economic, and cultural well-being and welfare welfare within the ambit of law, because no one else is permitted to breach the law. The state must work for the creation of best and acceptable economic and social conditions with the least impediments. Now, essential conditions, ways and means to safeguard liberty in any state or in modern state. Government protects the rights of one against the other in the state through the application of law. The following are the ways through which liberty can be safeguarded in modern states. 1. Written and rigid constitution. You know the types of constitution. One is written and rigid and flexible or unwritten. And it is the safeguard of liberty. The first and foremost safeguard is the unambiguous or clear declarations of rights in the Constitution, which provides the rights of ruled and ruler. The written and rigid Constitution of a state unambiguously defines liberty, rights, and the interest of people and not encroach upon the liberty of people. Number 2, separation of powers. Montesquieu, in his book The Spirit of Laws, regarded separation of power as an essential safeguard of liberty. It is vindicated and proved in the political system of USA or other Western European countries, and now even in Asia or in Africa, it is vindicated. The separation of judiciary, which is custodian of constitution, from the legislature and executive, is indispensable to safeguard liberty. Number 3, rule of law. Rule of law, which means that all are equal in the eyes of law without discrimination. It is important safeguard of liberty. Supreme Court or apex court of any country acts as the savior and guardian of the Constitution. Supreme Court of state ensures that no government or bureaucratic or organ should exceed their allotted powers and safeguard the liberty and rights of people by declaring their action as ultra vires. Constitutional equality of all people, weak or strong, is essential for preserving liberty in a state. It is only possible through the application of rule of law. Number 4, supremacy of Constitution. Constitution is supreme in every state, and it does not allow government or any other organ to encroach upon the rights and liberty of people. Supremacy of Constitution is the best safeguard of liberty of people. Number 5, socio-economic justice. Socio-economic justice also provides a main pillar to the mention of liberty or edifice or structure of liberty. People should be free from economic deprivation, economic and social inequality in society. Liberty without social and economic justice is impossible in a state. The European states provided their people this type of liberty. Number 4. International and national public opinion or public pressure. In modern era, the greatest safeguard of liberty has become the eternal vigilance and potent internal and external opinion of the people of world. The people around the world have asserted through modern technology, and no state or government dares to snatch the liberty of people. The United Nations system also strives to safeguard the rights and liberty of people around the world through persuasion and censure or sanctions. The people also stand safeguard their liberty through judicial remedy, which deters the government from doing any unjust act. Wish you good luck. Goodbye. See you in next lecture. Wish you good luck.